And if I had something like this when I was 6-year-old, I would come away with third-degree burns. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would try out a 3D printing pen that I bought on Amazon. And the thing is, 3D pens can be really expensive. So I think I've found one that it's kind of like a mid-range to cheap 3D pen. Because I'm not spending a couple of £100 on something that I'm probably only going to use once and then it's just going to sit in a drawer and just collect dust for the rest of its life. But hopefully it'll be just as good as the expensive ones. So this is the one that I bought and it's a 3D printing pen, Pana 3D pen with LCD screen, safe and easy to use 3D pens for kids, adults, 3D drawing pen with 16 colours, PLA, filaments, refills, in brackets, 3D printing pen. Why? Just why? And it's available to purchase for £41.59. However, when I bought it, it was actually £35.59. So it's gone up in price. But I got a bargain. I'm very happy about it. I hope it's a bargain anyway. If it doesn't work, then it's just not a bargain, is it? Just a waste of time. And we've got some love heart bullet points here, which I always appreciate. Who doesn't love a fancy bullet point? I love them. They're my favourite thing in the world. So we've got simple and safe to use, adjustable temperature and speed. Bonus, you will get our 3D pen compatible with 16 okay, yeah, whatever. It's USB port power supply and best gift and customer service. Okay, I don't want to slag any company off or anyone off or anything like that because I know a lot of these companies are based in places like China and stuff like that. It was probably made in China. Oh no, it was made in Europe. No, it wasn't. It was made in China. I thought so. But I love this little bit of text. So it says, "Want spend a quality time together with your kids? ? This is a perfect gift choice. Our Palmer 3D pen provide the 24-hour professional customer service. So add to chart with confidence. Let our 3D printing pen helps your children to improve spatial thinking, cultivate creation and artistic skills." I just feel like they need someone to translate it a little bit better. I understand what they mean though, so I'm not being rude or anything like that, although I am being a little bit rude. So we've got a couple of pictures here, and it looks just basically like a regular 3D pen. I've never tried one before, so this is going to be a new experience for us. Oh, they've got a video. Oh, they've got a video. I love the videos. I hope this video is awful. I really do. What is that? What is that? What have they made? Is it a hat? It just looks like a blob of coloured plastic. I hope I can make something better than that with it. Thank you for the video though, I enjoyed that. Let's have a look at some reviews, see what everyone else is thinking. Okay, it's got really good reviews, 4.3 out of 5. Let me just have a look at some pictures that other people have done. Like, look at that. They needed to show that in the video. That would sell the product more. It looks alright. I like how they photographed it on their bed. Okay, so people have actually made stuff with it, so that's a big plus. Ellie said it's brilliant. Sil said Christmas present. Milo said endless hours of fun for everyone. Okay, let's see some crap reviews. So Sunji gave it 1 star, saying that they were disappointed. "I'm so disappointed in this pen. I paid the extra as I thought it would be worth it. It has been used once and clogged up, so now it is useless. Such a waste of money. If I knew it was going to be rubbish, I would have bought a cheap one." That's the reason I bought this, because it was a cheap one. Is this not a cheap one? This isn't an expensive one. Some of these 3D pens cost over £100. This is definitely a cheaper version. But if it got blocked, then that's a bit shitty, isn't it? Yeah, so a lot of people have been giving it 1-star reviews because the pen keeps getting blocked and leaking filaments. So I'll be very curious to see if I have any of them issues with this product. We'll soon find out. Okay, so this is the box here, and it's very well presented. It looks what I would expect. Let's have a look inside. Right, so this is the pen. The thing is, 3D pens are basically just like a hot glue gun, but for plastic, aren't they? And I've also always thought that they're just a bit of a novelty. They don't seem like a particularly practical thing, but this might change my mind, we don't know. We've got some little rubber finger things. I assume that's to stop your fingers getting burnt, I don't know. Little condoms for your fingers. So that must be where you just put your pen in just when you're not using it so you don't burn yourself, I think. You get some of the plastic inside with it, and the plastic is wrapped in plastic. How environmentally friendly is that? I'm just gonna have a little read of some instructions just to make sure I know what I'm doing. I think that'll be pretty self-explanatory though. Yeah, you have to be 5 years old or above to use this product, so I qualify, it's fine. You're not allowed to use it more than 3 hours for like safety reasons, but I don't think I would trust a kid with piping hot plastic to use something like this. Maybe I'm comparing other children to what I was like as a child, and if I had something like this when I was 6 years old, I would come away with 3rd-degree burns, or I'd burn the house down. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, the cord's a decent length, which is good. I was worried it was going to be quite small, and you have to keep it plugged in the entire time, which is a bit annoying to be fair. Oh, I don't even know what I'm going to make. I haven't even thought that far ahead. I'm going to try and make a tree. I think that's a very simple thing to do. If I can't make a tree, then there's something wrong, either with the product or with me. Okay, so this is the plasticky stuff that you get with it. It kind of reminds us of, you know, when you had a Slinky when you were younger, and you could buy the really cheap plastic ones and they bounce down the stairs. Kind of reminds us of that.
Everyone knows it's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's Slinky, for fun it's the best of the toys.
Just me? Okay.
It's Slinky, it's Slinky.
Well, you do get a lot of the plastic stuff. You get all of this, which I assume is quite a lot. Ooh, bracelets. I'm getting distracted. I don't know what's wrong with this. Right, I need brown for the trunk. I think that's brown. Can I do it on my table? Will it stick to my table? Or will I be able to get it off? I don't care. With this, you thread the plastic in this bit, and then you've got buttons on this bit, and you press it to thread it through, to like load it. Oh wait, it's heating up. It hasn't heated up yet. I'll just give it a second. It heats up quite fast actually. How hot does this get though? Is that degrees Celsius? Yeah, it gets to like 200 degrees Celsius. That is very hot. You could definitely burn yourself with this. Why am I trusting myself with it for? Okay, so a little green light comes on when it's ready to go and when it's up to temperature. So now I can thread this through. Oh, that sounds weird. How do I stop it? Ah! Oh, it's coming out. It's doing something. I wasn't ready. How do I? Ah, I've stopped it. Whew. It probably like shot out there. You probably didn't see that, but look at that. I'm gonna have to do it left-handed so you can see. Let's try that again. Caught us off guard. Right, I don't think it's the easiest thing to kind of control. It just fires out. I was wanting to do that thing where maybe if I try and stop it, because I think you can do that, can't you? And it's supposed to stay vertical. Oh my god, what am I doing? No, don't come out. Oh my god, what the It decided to reject the plastic. Oh, it's got a speed. I don't know how to stop it. I'm just gonna unplug it. I think something like this takes a while to figure out, but it has got a speed button. I didn't realise that. That'll make things a little bit more manageable. But if you look at that, it kind of spat out my plastic and then did that to it. And it just wouldn't stop, it just kept coming. But it's okay, you know, it takes practice and it did stand up. I'm gonna cut a little bit off. That's quite strong actually, I'm quite surprised. I always thought on the adverts, when they do that kind of thing and it just magically stands up, that it was lies, but apparently it's not. Right, let's try this again. So there's 3 speed settings. I'm gonna put it on 1. No, I'm gonna put it on 2. I was on 3 before and that was just too much. Oh shit, it's coming out. What's happened here? It's all got stuck to the nib. Just gonna chop that bit off. I wish it had an off-on switch where you could kind of stop it, because it just keeps coming. Alright, okay, I figured it out. So you press that again and it stops, because otherwise it just stresses you out. One thing I've noticed with it as well is when you're doing it, as soon as it starts to come out, it basically goes really cold really quick, so you don't get a lot of work time with it. But I'm getting the hang of it now. We are gonna get a tree. So I've got like a little base happening there for my tree. Ah, bits come off it. That's okay, we can glue that back on with the pen, I think. So now I just want to build up the trunk and then we can add leaves. Also, if you're wondering about the fumes, it does smell plasticky, but it's not like horrific or anything like that. I've smelled a lot worse in my lifetime. Okay, I think that'll be the trunk of the tree. It's incredibly light, but it's surprisingly strong. Okay, let's see if we can make this turd look a little bit more like a tree. I think this part's going to be a little bit more tricky. What colour's that? Oh, that's some more of the brown. In fact, I'm just thinking, it might be easier to make leaves on the table and then stick them on. I think that makes sense, because trying to do it all at once. It's just really hard. And then if I can just stick that like that, I think that'll look like a tree. I don't know, oh, it just came off. Just use this part and then we'll just go from there and see what happens. I don't think that's looking very good, is it? Is it attached? See, it's not attached. I knew it wasn't. I could feel it jiggling around. Like, once it's set, it doesn't glue stuff together, which is what I think it should do. I'm gonna try and get it to stick on top of each other. Stop, and then squish it down. I think the more you use it, the better you get at it, and you can kind of figure out what it's capable of doing and what it's not capable of doing. But I just don't know how I feel about it, you know? Like, look at that. It's just all coming apart. I think I want to add some flowers on it, because some trees have flowers. Well, we'll attempt to add some pink flowers. I don't think my flowers are going to work out. Oh, that looks shit. Get it off. Ah. Well, that didn't work very well. Okay, I think I feel like I get this a bit more. I'm going to cut this little bit off. It's irritating us. Like, that's my attempt at flowers. It just looks a mess. It doesn't look good at all, does it? I don't know how I feel about 3D pens. I don't know. Okay, it's time for my review. I think I've made my mind up. So I'm going to give this specific 3D pen 3 awful plastic trees out of 5. Because I think as a 3D pen, it did work. It was alright. It was fine. It did what it said it was going to do. And I think based on price for a 3D printing pen, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't crazy expensive, but it also wasn't like dirt cheap either. However, I'm going to give 3D printing pens as a whole 1 awful plastic tree out of 5. Because I just feel like, unless you have a very, very specific need for something like this, it just feels pointless. I suppose if you're a kid, you might find it very interesting and fun, but I don't know, I'm not feeling it, you know. I'm not feeling these 3D printing pens. Like, to make this, or to make even something similar to this, why? I'm not sold on it. That might piss some people off. Some people might love 3D printing pens and, you know, get off on them, but I just can't get away with them. I just think they're shite. Oh, that's how angry I am, taking it out on the studio. But let me know down in the comments if you've got a 3D printing pen, and if you love it or you hate it, why do you love it or why do you hate it? Especially if you're someone who loves it and you use it all the time. I would absolutely love to know why. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!